The way I ended up here in Rome was that I was actually looking for somewhere to train after obviously just playing in Miami over in America on the hard. I was actually looking around the sort of Milan area, but then I saw that the flights were pretty good out of Rome. I'd spoke to a few players and obviously Matt Ebden's here as well, and he said that the training here is really good. The weather's great, the courts are great. So I contacted the academy and Max, and they put everything in place and we organised it in less than 2 hours, and then I booked the flight and now I'm here. It's beautiful. I love to play in Italy. I mean, obviously the finals in Parma was indoor hard, a very fast indoor hard, and then the finals in Biella was also indoor hard, but actually quite slow. Even though it's been locked down in Italy both times, it's been amazing. The food here is great, the hotels are great, the people are really friendly and helpful. The tournaments are run really well, and hopefully, start to do well in some clay court events over here as well. The keys to making the step up, I'd say, are the consistency of the training and the focus and the hard work. Everybody can train hard for one day, but it's doing it day after day, week after week, month after month. I think that's the most important. Also having a clear plan of the way that you want to play, and giving 100% effort, especially every time you're on the match court, no matter what score it is, no matter what's happening, and knowing that you're there for your job and that it's a fight. Travelling for the Australian players, in COVID is even worse, but normally it's difficult anyway. So those guys kind of do 6-month trips to Europe sometimes. I kind of feel a little bit like an Australian player at the moment. It might not be as difficult for British people to go back to England, but it's certainly difficult for us as well. I think now we have 10-day quarantine when we go back to England, so I'm not going back as much as I normally would, or as much as I'd like. I think the next time I will probably go back will be sort of June. So I'll be playing tournaments, maybe take a few weeks rest here and there, maybe in Italy, get some good training before the French Open as well. The calendar and the schedule for tennis players is always difficult because it changes very often, especially the ranking I'm at now. I'm close to the qualifying of a lot of ATPs and also in the main draw of challengers, but if you enter the wrong tournaments, then you don't play a tournament that week. So it's a bit of a juggling act, and COVID just kind of adds to that, I guess, because now you need to have your letters of invitation, your negative COVID tests at 72 hours before you fly. You need to do your tests once you arrive. It's just an extra ball to add to the juggle.